Here we represent fixed point iteration method geometrically. That is, the geometrical representation of fixed point iteration method is discussed in this class. Okay. To discuss fixed point iteration method, we take an equation which is fx equal to 0 and let it be equation number 1. Right? And we know that we cannot find the exact solution of this equation, so we use the numerical method. That is, here we use the linear iteration method to find the approximate root of this equation, and we assume that alpha be the exact root of this equation. And we know that in the algorithm of this method, we first rewrite or reset this equation in the form as x equal to phi of x. Also, we know that the condition of convergence of this method is given by mod of phi dash x less than 1, and we already derived the iteration formula which is given by x of n plus 1. This is given by phi of xn. This is the n plus 1th approximation, and this is nth approximation, which is xn and xn plus 1, and this is the condition of convergence. And if we write or rewrite the condition of convergence as -1 less than phi dash x less than 1, okay, and we divide this restriction into 4 sub restriction. The first one is the first condition. Here we write the first one is 0 less than phi dash x less than 1. Second restriction we write here restriction number 2. This is given by -1 less than phi dash x less than 0. Okay, and we also write third and fourth condition out of this range. The third condition is given by condition number 3 is given by this is phi dash x greater than 1, and fourth condition is given by phi dash x less than -1. And we discuss the fixed point iteration method geometrically in 4 different cases. The first case is this, second is this, and third, fourth is this. And geometrically we see here in these two cases, this case and this case, the method is convergent because this satisfies the condition of convergence, that is in the range of convergence. And in the third and fourth case, the solution is not convergent. First two cases, that is two convergent case. First case is 0 less than phi dash x less than 1, and the second case is -1 less than phi dash x less than 0. In this case, the derivative of phi of x is less than 1 and greater than 0. So, if we draw the curve y, this is equal to phi of x. Here we draw the curve y equal to phi of x, whose tangent at any point always makes an acute angle to the positive direction of x-axis. Okay, so we draw this curve as this manner. Okay, and in the second case, here the derivative of phi dash x is always 0 less than 0 and greater than -1. So in this case, the curve must be such as the tangent at any point of this curve must make obtuse angle with the positive direction of x-axis. Okay. Now both the curve we also draw y equal to x and y equal to x also draw, and the intersection of y equal to x and y equal to phi of x is this point. Okay, and when y equal to x and y this is equal to phi of x meet, then we get this is x equal to phi of x, and this gives the exact solution of the equation. So this point gives the exact value alpha. We have to find the approximation of this alpha. And similarly, here x equal to alpha, this is the exact root, and we have to find the approximate value of alpha. Now our starting solution for both the case, let it be the starting solution, that is x equal to x0, here x equal to x0. Now the method we represent here geometrically as, we write first this by geometrically. We first draw a perpendicular line on the curve y equal to x, or on the line y equal to x, and then we draw the perpendicular line on x axis. Okay, and this gives x equal to x1. Gives the first approximation x equal to x1. How to find the first approximation? Because this length is x equal to x0. Also, this is given by the point x0 comma phi of x0. Okay, and this height are same, and we get in the first approximation as x1, this is equal to phi of x0. So we get this point as, this is the point as x1, and this is phi of x1, and this is the first approximation of the initial root x0. Okay, now we similarly draw a perpendicular line on the straight line y equal to x, and also draw a perpendicular on positive x axis. Then we get this point as x equal to, this point we write here x equal to x2. Okay, and similarly if we continue this process, we get closer than alpha, and getting the iteration process as xn plus 1, this is equal to phi of xn, and it is clear the process by geometrically becomes more closer to alpha when we take successive approximation by this formula. Okay, similarly for the second figure, this is the initial approximation x equal to x0. Then we draw perpendicular on y equal to x as similar as the first case, and now we draw perpendicular on x axis, and this is the first approximation, this is x equal to x1. Okay, and we get the second approximation as, we get the point is this. Okay, and this point is given by phi of x1, right? Because at the point x equal to x1 we get the height phi of x1. Now also draw a perpendicular on the line y equal to x, and now draw perpendicular on x axis, and getting the second approximation, this is x2, and what is phi of x2? This is given by phi of x2. Now continuing this process, we perpendicular draw here, and then perpendicular on x axis, this is given by x equal to x3. Now this height is given by phi of x3, and it is clear that the successive approximation x0, x1, x2, x3 more closer than x equal to alpha. So by taking successive approximation, we get the closer value of alpha by the formula xn plus 1, this is equal to phi of xn. Okay, and clearly from these two figures we see that geometrically these two processes is convergent, because the successive approximation is more closer than the exact root when we take successive or more approximation of x. Right? Now we discuss other two cases in which the method is divergent. How to diverge? By geometrically we see in the last two cases. Here phi dash x greater than 1, and here phi dash x less than minus 1. That is, these two cases are divergent cases. Okay, and when phi dash x greater than 1, so we draw the curve, this is y equal to phi of x, as such way that the tangent at any point of the curve must be makes angle theta with positive x axis greater than 45 degree. Okay, and in the second curve we must draw the curve y equal to phi of x as such as the tangent makes angle theta with greater than 135 degree angle. Okay, so in this case phi dash x, that is the tan theta less than -1, and in this case tan theta greater than 1. Okay. Now here the intersecting point, this gives the exact value x equal to alpha, and here also gives the exact value x equal to alpha. Here we take the initial approximation at x equal to x0. This is close to alpha. Now the first approximation gives, as in the previous case, we first draw the perpendicular on the line y equal to x, then draw the perpendicular on x-axis, and this gives x equal to x1, and we get this value, that is the height is given by phi of x1. Okay. Now again draw perpendicular on y equal to x and draw perpendicular on x-axis and get x equal to x2. This is the second approximation, and clearly if we draw this line to the curve y equal to f of x, then this height is given by phi of x2, and it is clear that the approximation is continuously at the more distance than the exact root. Here exact root and approximate value is continually differ from this exact value. Okay, so xn plus 1, this is phi of xn is tending to infinity here. So this is the case of divergence. And similarly in this case, this is the exact value, and we take, this is the initial approximation, and this is given by phi of x0, this height. Now in similar manner we draw the perpendicular here, this is y equal to phi of x, and we also draw the perpendicular on x-axis, this gives x equal to x1, and this height is equal to phi of x1. Now from this point we draw perpendicular on y equal to x again, and this gives the second approximation, this is x equal to x2. And what is the value of phi of x2? Phi of x2 is given by this height, and again we draw perpendicular on y equal to x, and then draw perpendicular on x-axis, and this point is gives x equal to x3. Okay, and what is phi of x3? This height is phi of x3 from here to here, and again we draw perpendicular on this line, so we get the fourth approximation, this is x equal to x4, and getting phi of x4 here, so the height increases, phi of x4, then perpendicular meet here, and again the fifth approximation, this is x equal to x5, and it is clear that we go away from the exact root x equal to alpha by taking the successive approximation of this exact root. Okay, so in this case also xn plus 1 is tending to infinity as n tends to infinity. So this is also the case of divergence. Hence we can say that if the tangent of phi of x makes angle in the first case 0 less than or equal to theta less than 45 degree, okay, then this is the case of convergence. And if makes angle greater than 45 degree, then this is the case of divergence. Okay, and this is up to 90 degree, this is the case of divergence. And here if theta greater than 135 degree to 180 degree, then this is also the case of divergence. And in the second case, the another one convergent case is less than 135 degree and greater than 90 degree. Okay, so in the whole range from 0 to 180 degree, 0 to 180 degree, 180 degree. Here if 0 to 45, then this is convergent case, and if the angle is 45 to 90, then this is divergent case. And if 90 to 135 degree, then again convergent case. And when 135 to 180 degree, then again divergent case. So these two cases are convergent and these two cases are divergent. Okay, this is the complete concept of fixed point iteration method geometrically, and we discuss all the four cases with the angle of inclination of phi of x with the x-axis details. Okay, thank you for watching.